Welcome to Julie the Thrifty Designer. Today I'm hanging out with my granddaughter and I thought maybe it'd be fun just to kind of do a blog with what we're going to do. So we're starting out with how we look right now, having my morning cup of coffee, just kind of watching a little TV, kind of just chilling for the moment, kind of finishing waking up and getting ready for our day. But we thought we'd show you some of our highlights of just some of the silly little fun things that we're gonna do together. So I start out looking like this because
we're going to change into
we're in the bathroom here with my granddaughter and we're going to start our day out making ourselves beautiful. We're going to do a facial and I'm going to give you quick ideas of what her and I are going to do.
Yay!
Alright, well, isn't it pretty? Pulled my hair up completely out of my face.
I got my hair out of my face.
Yep, and so I have a jar here and what's in it is baking soda. It's a gentle exfoliation for the face without scratching you all up. We're just going to take some simple warm water and some baking soda and we're just going to scrub it on our face and it'll take off the dirt and the grime and yuck, and yet it's all natural, helps the pH balance our face, and so this is what we're doing next. You're so goofy. Alright, what we did is heated up our water to what we want it to be, and now she's going to show you real quick, like, hey, what are you doing? You got a hair? Okay, did we get it? Okay, here's your, now get your face wet, and we're going to scrub on it. We got the nice warm water, and we're going to get our face nice and just wet at first, and then a handful, whatever you would prefer to use. And then we're going to just do some fun rubbing it all over our face. Just with our hands. You can use a scrubber or you can use whatever, but I find just for us, we just scrub it in. And
why is it so salty?
well, baking soda's salty. And we just scrub. Alright, then once you get done scrubbing it all over for a few minutes, just drink it, just exfoliation. It just feels so good. Then you just rinse it off. Oh, don't get it in your eyes. Did you get it in your eyes?
Just a little bit.
Well, use the water to rinse it out of your eyes. And that's all there is to it. Yeah, don't get it in your eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
You do this to your face so that it'll dry up. And you run around the house.
We're using paper towel.
And you just
Oh, she's so goofy. Just had to show you that.
I had too many marshmallow spaghetti straws.
Boy, she's got the giggles and the goofballs. Okay, I have another jar here of actual facial clay mud. I actually got it at a spa here in Colorado up in the mountains. It was what was left over I brought home and then I transferred it to a jar. And it's getting kind of old and it's getting a little thick. But what I'm going to do is give her a little bit. Come on, take it with your fingers. Thank you. and
just rub it around your body.
Rub it around on your face anyway, for sure.
I'm going to put it on my neck and my hair.
Yeah, well, don't get it in your hair. Just put it on your face, you know? And it's white like kind of this. And I just like to just start rubbing it in all over. I personally just put it everywhere on my face and just let it, and on my neck, because it's gonna tighten all of these face here. And we're gonna let this sit for about a half an hour. And how's it coming on you, baby? But this stuff is amazing, amazing mud. It's just from a spa. It's some natural mud. I have no idea where locally you all could get something. This is from Idaho Springs, Colorado, in their whatever, the hot springs that they have up there, and they give
We do not like hot springs.
Oh, the hot springs are amazing. Oh, so go sit in those. It's amazing. Doesn't I look beautiful? How about her?
I look like
So we'll put a pleasant smile on our face and let this all dry.
Can I have some more?
Oh yes, you can.
Okay. It's hard to smile.
I know, it's tight and we look like ghosts. What a great Halloween costume. You really suck the toxins out of your face and look like a ghost too. Now, we're gonna rinse with warm water, and now we've exfoliated our skin, and now we're pulling the junk out of our skin. It's gonna look really good.
So when you're rinsing, you put your hands in the water, and you smack it on your face, and you rub it in. And you start...
And you make a mess while you're doing it.
Yep.
Don't do that to my nerves.
Play with this vitamin stuff.
She's gonna now spray her face, and then I'll tell you while she's spraying her face, I just went and bought a, I guess it's for oil, cooking oil to mist your pans with from Walmart. Cheap little thing, but what I have done is made a face toner of my own. It's aloe vera juice that you can get from Walmart. It comes in like a half-gallon or gallon-sized jug. And it's just the liquid of it. Doesn't have any solids. It's not thickened. It's just pure aloe vera juice. And it's in the, I don't know, kind of by the makeup area. And then in there, I have put 7 drops each of frankincense and myrrh. And then I have some vitamin C powder. And I put in maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon of vitamin C powder in here. And then as a preservative, I put in a little bit of rubbing alcohol, again, as a preservative, and probably less than 1/8 of a teaspoon. And I just put it in, and I mix it all together, and then with this lovely sprayer, I just mist it all over my face. And then we just kind of pat it in. And it's already beginning the hydrating and putting the healthy stuff into our skin. It's so refreshing, especially on a real hot summer day. If you come in from being out in the yard, in the sun, the garden, whatever you're doing, and you're just hot and sweaty, grab your mixture of this and just spritz it on your face, and as long as it's been in the house, it's instantly cooling and feels much nicer to the skin. And then we're doing stretching the neck muscles and trying to get rid of that double chin. Not that she really needs to do all this, but if she starts the habits now and keeps herself going, maybe when she gets my age, she won't have this. You smile and pull, and it helps to tighten this neck. These are things she definitely doesn't need to do, but she's gonna do them because we're doing facials and having fun. So what I have here is some hyaluronic acid. I didn't spend a lot. It's cheap stuff. You can get it from the Dollar Tree on other brands. And you can, this one's a little bit more expensive, but not, I spent it at a little shop around here, spent $7 for this bottle. Pretty good stuff. It actually does work. So she's going to show you what to do. Bring it here. Come here. So we're going to take a dropper full. Well, okay, get your own. she's got to do it herself. Put it in her hand, and then she's going to take it and rub it in. I just like to put like a little bit right on my finger like that. And maybe I'm not as gentle as I should be, but I like to just start putting it on my face gently, kind of rubbing it in around the eyes, the lips, the mouth, where you have wrinkles, because hyaluronic acid helps to plump up the skin and bring the moisture to your face. So we kind of dried our skin out with the mask, the mud mask, because we pulled out the impurities. And now we're nourishing our skin again with just some gentle, wonderful, something that's going to absorb moisture and bring it back, and it tightens up the face and helps with the fine lines and wrinkles. And then the next two things I have is a vitamin C serum and some niacinamide. They brighten your complexion, and niacinamide helps bring the blood to your skin. The vitamin C helps to just make your face brighter in some way. It helps with colorations and stuff like that. So we'll be putting these on just like I did the hyaluronic acid. Now we hydrated our skin. Now we're gonna just do a moisturizing of a collagen cream. Now I got this from the Dollar Tree. I can't tell you how good this is. This is just a moisturizer. I love this. I mean, it's not quite as natural as I think I would like stuff to be, but for $1.25, it's still pretty amazing. And my skin doesn't reject it. I don't feel crappy or pimply or anything after this regimen. It is so nice. And her little face will look even prettier. All right, so after that, our skin is now, oh, it's all so soft and clean. And we're gonna do our makeup. Now this is personally what I use. I use Almay's. This is straight up medium for my whole face. And then I will contour with the little bit lighter one. And it'll just start looking natural, because this, I love this Almay because it's not heavy foundation. It doesn't cake. It goes on white, but blends to the color of your personal skin. It's just like lightly tinting, nothing really heavy. I usually only use about that much on the palm of my hand, and I just kind of dab it all over like this, and I just start blending it. I mean, a lot of you may use makeup brushes and all of that, which go for it. I just never really have. And I just see how it was white, but now it's blending into my skin color. Oh, and it's around $11 for a jar or a tube of this coloring. And now you can see I really didn't get any weird color to my skin. I just kind of, it's blending, and as it's soaking into my skin, it's just going to my natural color. I don't have any weird orangey or reddish color. It blends beautifully to my coloration, and I love it. And it just stays fresh like this and not super thick. And
see, mine, I don't put it all over my face because, like, it's...
well, she needs to blend it, just completely blend it. Now what I do with the foundation of the one that's a little bit lighter, I take just a tiniest bit on my finger and I put a little bit under my eyes. It's one light shade, one shade lighter, that's what I'm trying to say. And so it kind of acts like that, lightening and brightening that people put under their eyes. Now, I am a minimalist when it comes to my makeup. I don't like to put tons of makeup on and then have just this phony look. Again, a tiny bit, and I draw it down the center of my nose, and I kind of blend that in a little bit, and that creates a little contour to shape to my nose.
This is how mine looks. The only thing I need is literally just, what is it called again? This stuff.
It's the foundation.
Foundation, lipstick, blush, and literally just
And mascara.
mascara. Yeah. That's all I need.
So that's all I do with the foundations. Then the rest of it is our makeup. And from there, I have a bronzer. I just simply got this bronzer a long time ago, a year or two ago. It's probably time to get new. But it still works and it doesn't have any funny smell. And so I take this is where I take a big brush and I load my brush with my bronzer, and it is getting low, as you can see. And I just tap it into it. I put it in and I simply go under my jawline, and where I have these sagging guys here, I try to draw an imaginary line over the top of them, but not clear up onto my face. And I try to create the shadow under my neck and blend it so that it doesn't look funny and gives me that sharper jawline. Then I also take a little bit and I go on each side of my nose and underneath. And I have now gave my nose an appearance, and I'll blend it a little bit, of being a little bit more daintier, because frankly, I don't have a small nose. And then I like to come up here and I put in a little bit of bronzer up there, and then I'll use it to make my cheeks kind of glow like I've been kissed by the sun. I think it's wonderful. Were you wanting to say something?
Can I borrow a mascara?
You want to borrow this? Okay, you can borrow that. There you go. And then I didn't bore you with putting a little bit of blush. And I just kind of well blended. And yes, right now my face is really kind of shiny, but that's because I'm hot. It's summer, and I'm just kind of fighting off the actual heat glow. Plus, I've already done all these other things. So yeah, it did kind of make my skin a little bit shinier, but it'll soak in here in a little bit and just become completely natural. Now I need to get me some more, but I have this, where is it, from Maybelline, I think? Yeah. It's a 24-hour wearing lipstick, and I use it to line my lips and fill it in. And I'm telling you, this stuff really does last amazingly. I'm not gonna bore you watching me put lipstick on. Y'all know how to do that, but I'm recommending, now this is not a sponsored video, I'm just showing you what I use and what I like. All right, now I have a mascara here. I buy it from Amazon. I don't even know, Secret Express Control. High definition mascara, lengthens, volumizes, with ophthalmologist approved. I guess that's how it says. Even though I got glasses on, I still can't see. Anyway, this stuff is water resistant like crazy, but when you go to take it off, this just absolutely rubs off. I mean, get it wet, like when I take a shower at night, hop in the shower and I rub my eyes and it just rolls off. It doesn't smudge. And so if you're caught in the rain, as long as you don't mess with your eyes, it stays put, it doesn't run off. And then a lot of waterproof mascaras, you gotta have all the chemical stuff and you got oils and whatever to try to get it off. This just peels off. It's like a layer of plastic, but it is amazing. I love this mascara, and it's like $11, something like that on Amazon. It is so worth it. So again, here is what it looks like. It's worth it. It is worth every penny. And I see. Then another plug for the Dollar Tree. I love, 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 love this eyelash. Put your mascara on, and if there's any clumping, what I do is brush it through and brush it up And it actually, as it's cleaning up the ice and making it look really nice, you know, so it's not clumpy, it's also acting like an eyelash curler because it's bending your eyelashes forward and, up and back. And it really does help to bring the eyelashes to life. All right, this precious girl and I have now decided we're gonna bake a homemade chocolate cake. But it's not a regular chocolate cake. It's one that is going to be extremely healthy. It's a cake I made up. I may have been inspired in the past by some other cakes, but this one is my own. And frankly, I don't cook with measurements, so you'll just have to follow along. All right, well, I'm gonna kind of go over the ingredients list here with you in a little bit. But first of all, I'm gonna put her to work, taking a little bit of butter. And, whoops, see this pan here? Smudge it all over it. You're in the way, you can't see what I'm doing. See how I'm doing this? I want you to do it on the sides and everything, okay? Start doing that. Come over here and you do that. Okay?
Okay.
I'm having her do that first because what's left of the butter, we're going to melt.
No, you
Yes! We need it! So the ingredients will have heavy cream.
Well, after this, you better give me a stick of butter.
At the price of eggs, it's not a cheap cake. But we're going to use probably 8 eggs because it's more of a souffle type of cake. But it gives us a heavy amount of protein. We're going to use monk fruit sweetener.
But you better give me an entire stick of butter.
An amazing sweetener that's not artificial, and it helps to control any blood sugar. It tastes like real sugar. Oh, I love this monk fruit. I have confidence that it's actually a healthier alternative to Splenda and Equal and all of those. Those are just chemicals in a bag. These are made much more naturally and are better for you. They don't have that chemical after that could be very bad for you. Talk to your doctor. You decide for yourself on what you think is best for sweeteners. To my opinion, I love monk fruit. It's just got a value to it that I think is really good. And then we're going to use baking cocoa.
And then a lot of
And then I have other things over here. I'm over here making a big mess out of things. I have some almond flour. And I have some flaxseed. Then I have these hemp hearts. Oh, these are so nutty. Oh, I love them. They taste so good.
I'm going to eat the rest
And no, you are not. And then I have pecan flour. It's ground into flour-like. Oh, it's so delicious.
I'm going to do the other one.
And then I have a little bit of gluten-free flour because I have to be gluten-free. Yes, you can do the other one. And then in this container, I have collagen powder, and we're going to use that. And these are our flours that we're going to be using. We'll be using a little vanilla and probably a little almond. And it's just going to make it really taste good. We'll have some baking soda and baking powder. And the mixture of all this is kind of going to go together. And hopefully, well, I've made it before. I know it will make a delicious cake. All right, we're starting with what's left of that stick of butter. And you can add more or less depending on what you want, what you like, and I'm going to melt it. All right, now she's going to start cracking the eggs in the bowl. Now, careful, don't get any shell in there. It'll be yummy. Just set them in the container there. Oops. Go ahead, keep going. Just keep cracking them in. And
the butter's done.
There you go. We won't bore you with cracking them all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's 8 eggs, and we had one brand that was much better brand than the other, with the yolks being much more orange in color. A couple are a little bit more yellow. But
Yeah, there's like 3.
yeah, but they'll be good. So now, turn it on and whip them up. All kinds of pretty whipping.
Is it even moving?
Yeah, keep going. No, keep going. So while she's mixing the eggs up, I'm just going to pour in, I don't know, about a teaspoon maybe of vanilla. You can put as much as you want. It doesn't really matter. And the same with a little bit of the almond extract. I'm going to do like a half a lid full because I don't want it to be overpowering at all. I think it'll be really, really delicious. And then to that, we're going to take the heavy whipping cream, and I'd say it was probably a good cup, half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Keep it down in it, so not on the surface of it. And we're going to blend away for a little bit. All right, so now I'm doing the monk sweetener, and it actually measures more like regular sugar does. So I'm pouring in about, I'd say pretty close to at least a cup of sugar. And go ahead and mix it in. Just turn it on and mix it. Put your bowl down in, or your beaters down into the bottom of the bowl. Yeah, you want it down into the bowl. There you go. And we're getting that all mixed. All right, so now, be careful, don't get that all over the place. But what I did was put in the, go ahead and turn it on. Just turn it on low, down in it, very carefully. Anyway, so we put in, you know, kind of the usual amount of baking soda, and I put in some baking powder, just, you know, the usual amount you would put in a cake. And now we put in the cocoa powder, and it was probably a good half a cup or more, because we want it to be a really chocolatey cake. It's going to be delicious when we get it all done. Next, I put in that melted butter, and we're blending it, and just a little kind of fingertip of some salt to just give it that rounded out so it will enjoy the flavoring of the sweetness. It brings it out. All right, now what I've done is about a half a cup of each of the flour type things I told you before, the collagen, the hemp seed, the almond, the flax, and the pecan flour, and the hemp seed, and all of that. And I put about, probably about a half a cup of each flour. Just go ahead and start mixing that all in there, Neil. And don't get it all over. Keep it down in. You want to do it on low. And we're going to get it all mixed. Yeah, she just got it all over her shirt trying to taste it. How does it taste?
It's delicious.
It does. It tastes
delicious, guys.
That's coming from a kid. Then you know it's good. All right, so we've poured them into the pan. Now, I don't have them super deep because of so many eggs. It is going to raise up. And I didn't think about it the first time I made these, how much, because of the eggs, the baking soda, and the baking powder, they're all leavening, and they're all going to rise. I had a mess in my oven. It overflowed. So I've learned just to make it shorter, and it will rise up quite a bit. So we made 2 cakes here out of what we made there. And she and I forgot to put our chocolate chips in there.
So it's just going to be at the top. Some of them might
and they'll sink down in. But we're just going to sprinkle a nice amount of chocolate chips because we wanted to make this a chocolatey chocolate here. And so what I'm using, and again, none of this is a sponsored video. It's just what I use. I use these Lily's semi-sweet chocolate chips. That's enough on those. Okay, and they're sweetened with stevia. And so, did you know, this is what I've been told. Now, you'd ask your doctor's professional. But I have heard stevia, actually, if you have strep throat, if you gargle with the stevia liquid, it actually helps to kill the strep throat bacteria.
These are good.
And those ones, and what is that one? Let me have that one so I can show them to you. And then she just now put a few of the white chocolate chips in it. It's going to be yummy.
And then more chocolate chips.
No, we're not doing more. Don't be a pig, because I like to lick the bowl too. She's grabbed the bowl. Oh, it's already on her chin. What I did was I took a knife and I just kind of blended them down into them. So it's already mixed and it'll come in there. We're gonna have this wonderful chocolate chip thing. In the oven, 350 degrees, probably about 40 minutes, 45 at the, I don't know, just check it and see when it's done, depending on where you live and all of that. But it's delicious and worth it. All right, well, as you can see, look at her face. So much for a clean face and makeup, huh? The chocolate cake reminded me of a book that my mother gave me years ago, and it's called Through the Kitchen Door. And there's a little poem in here that I'm going to read because it's so apropos. Here we go. It's called Childhood Days. How I remember Saturdays in the days long gone by, when Mother in the kitchen was baking bread and pie. How anxiously I waited for the bread and pie to bake. Then Mother took a mixing bowl and she began the chocolate cake. She beat the eggs and sugar well and added other things, till then with a big spoon stirred it till the batter stood in rings. Oh, the batter looked so delicious as she placed it in the pan. Then set the bowl on the table, and that's when our fun began. I remember as though 'twere yesterday how my mother's gentle soul would smile and look at me and say, "Now you can lick the bowl." It's just the sweetest little book. I love this Through the Kitchen Door. It is just, it's poetry and recipes, and it's from like the late 50s, I think, or early 60s.
It's a good book.
I read it to her last night, and she's like, "I don't like it." I love it.
I don't like it. I love it.
There you go. There's how her face. So this one, the first one is, the lights of home, they bring us a sense of warmth and peace. They promise untold loveliness, rest, laughter, and release. They are like hands that beckon us, like arms that draw us near. The lights of home, they whisper words of comfort and good cheer. It's that type of things, and there's recipes, like there was a recipe in there how to make that chocolate cake, donuts, and just some pretty little poems, and old-fashioned Christmas cookies, sugar cookies, and I mean, it just has and how to make even an old-fashioned cherry pie. This, I love, 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 love this book. And she loves the chocolate cake. All right, I have a kiddo here that's been asking for homemade ice cream.
Yes.
But it's not going to be regular ice cream. It's going to be in my trusty Vitamix. My trusty Vitamix. And it's going to be made from spinach and avocado.
It's going to be healthy.
I call it frozen salad. So,
Yes.
Let's get it. And then we're going to have heavy cream. And we're going to make it chocolate mint chip ice cream. There's some mint. We're going to add some vanilla. What are you doing? And we're going to use the monk fruit again. And the Lily's chocolate chips.
And don't forget.
And that's if we need more. There's more Lily's chocolate chips. So that is what we're going to make this out of. So let me get everything prepped.
Hi.
Goofy girl. All right, what I did was took my avocado and cut it half and took the pit out of it. And we're going to just throw the whole avocado. A lot of the recipes only call for a half an avocado. Well, what are you supposed to do with the other half? I think it just makes it more creamier and more vitamins. So I just put the entire avocado in. I think it's yummy that way, and it tastes really good. And then we're going to do several handfuls, whoops, if I can keep from dumping it all over the place, of the spinach. We'll just put them in there.
Whoa.
Okay. She doesn't remember this ice cream. I used to make this ice cream all the time.
I don't know.
So it's going to be like a new taste for her, I suppose.
Yes. Yes.
So we're putting all that in. Now what I like to do, what I really actually like to do is kind of blend that first.
Actually, I do remember it.
You
We had it when on Thanksgiving at the old house. Hold the top, sometimes it falls off.
So we're going to blend it. So tell you what, I'll come back when all of this is blended.
Okay,
So
it is all blended.
I blended, and so I had to put a little bit of the cream in it to get it to actually blend.
Yeah.
It really wasn't wanting to.
The rest of the cream.
Okay. So what I did was put, and this will go in most any blenders, but the Vitamix is just kind of the more special blender that really does it. So, I know, it's noisy and it's a mess. But what we're going to do now is, I should have this already open. We're going to put a little more cream in it. And, oh my goodness, that's that on there. Oh, finally. Okay, we're going to dump a little bit more. Okay, this is already buttercream. It is so thick. And then we're going to, again, pour some vanilla in. And
Mixy.
we're going to put a couple of lids of the mint, and then we'll really dump it in. That'll probably be enough. And we're going to then
Blend it.
blend it. We're going to put this back in
And
so it doesn't splash all over. That'll give us a lot of,
I got the nails done.
give us a lot of flavor in here.
Oh, I can already smell it.
You can smell the mint. Doesn't that mint smell? That mint smells amazing.
Gimme.
You're just going to hold it for a moment?
Yes.
Okay. And then I forgot we needed to put
That's good. That is good.
our sugar
That's
in
how
it.
I remember.
But
That's how I
without
remember
the
it.
sugar, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to put some sugar in. I just kind of eyeball, like I said in the last episode when we were making our cake. And we're going to blend all of this together in there. It'll taste really, really good. We'll come back to this in a moment. What I just did was took some more of these, put them in there,
good.
and I'm going to blend it in here so it's really mixed and creamied into this to give it a really good chocolate.
Go mixy.
And that's only some of them because we don't want it to actually without chocolate chips. This is just going to be mixed in with it to give it a good chocolate chip flavor. Okay, what I ended up doing was putting in
It's good.
probably almost half more of this bottle
That much.
of cream to put in there because it
You
just
guys
needed
can't
to
see
be
it, but that much.
a little bit more creamier. Next, we're going to put ice.
Let me go get the ice.
So while she's
get
getting
the
the ice, the green of the avocado and the spinach gives it the green color of mint chip. But there is something about the two of those, when you mix it with the other things, you actually don't taste spinach and you don't taste avocado. It's quite interesting what it actually ends up tasting like is a really, hold that for a moment, is a really yummy, good tasting ice cream. 2 cups of ice, right?
Yes.
And then, here, you can hold that again.
I want.
Don't you do that yet.
It's a popsicle.
It's a popsicle, yes. What I'm doing is looking to see, and I put the ice cubes in there, and I'm making sure they're blended, and I think they are. And then I added chocolate chips, and just let it blend basically. It's more like a milkshake. Oh, there's a piece of ice, but
It's okay.
oh well, it's gonna work. It's kind of milkshake consistency. I made it a little too much for it to be ice cream because I needed another thing of ice for that. So we're gonna have a milkshake. She's not looking, but she's cleaning off the thing. So we now have some homemade Vitamix ice cream, and it tastes like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
It's delicious.
It is.
Some good
So
ice
now-
cream.
What I'm doing is emptying the container into our bowls. And I had already filled another bowl with it pretty full, which is going to go in the freezer. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Can hit the stop button.
I don't like it. I love it.
You don't like it, you love it. We put a few more chocolate chips in it. This is the best frozen salad you'll ever have. Do you really like it? Do you remember it now?
Yeah.
What do you think of it compared to store-bought ice cream?
Store-bought ice cream does not use actual sugar, you know that, right?
What do you mean store? They use real sugar. I didn't use real sugar.
I know.
But I mean, what do you think taste-wise?
Somebody's calling you.
Okay. What do you think of the taste?
It is delicious. If you could eat this any night, you can't resist.
Do you like it better or the same as store-bought ice cream?
Better.
Better? And it's healthy. That's awesome.
I'm showing for real. I won't stop eating it.
This
We're
is...
gonna have to cut it because
It's a big bowl. It's very filling. It's like eating a salad, I guess, because it's got avocado and spinach. And then everything else is just flavoring and ice and cream. Anyway, it's
delicious.
just getting it on her mouth already.
Look, I did the chocolate.
Right. Well, don't be so sloppy with it. Just eat it. All right, guys.
And what I'm doing.
The taste test. It's a success, right? Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Cool.
And leave a like on this video. Leave a heart in the comments, please. We love you guys.
Very much
Bye.
so. Thanks again for watching, y'all. This has been just a fun day for her and I. You take care, and God bless, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. May God bless y'all.
Bye.
Get some home of this. Try it. See if your kids like
It's
it.
really good.
All right. Bye now.